Do you know what the real size of your potential market really is? Are you not kidding yourself? Well, during one of my consulting jobs, I was dealing with this very, very sophisticated, very intelligent technical lady who had developed something like this. This was going to be a product that you put on your finger, and it's going to measure the circulating glucose specially designed for diabetic patients. And I said, wow, I mean, this is something really special. I said, now, do you know what the size of your market is for a product like this? And she says, oh, absolutely. Of course I know. I said, wow, what do you think the size of your market is? And she said to me, $71 billion a year. Now, that's a large number. I said, now, how did you come up with that number? And she said, well, it's very simple. I looked it up in the internet, and $71 billion is the total market for diabetic products, for diabetic drugs in the world. And that's the size of my market. Well, I don't think so. Okay, so what we're going to do here today is that we're going to explore the real size of the market that you are addressing. Hello, everyone. I'm Michael Zeischer, and this is the 34th in a series of short videos designed for owners, entrepreneurs, and small company executives succeed with their enterprise. And with that, let us consider the first introductory slide. The title of this presentation is What is Your Market Size? But the real market size. So how do you know for sure? Well, this is what we're going to explore. I am going to be using a chapter out of my own book, the book that is called The Guide to Entrepreneurship, and it is on chapter 12. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to use what I call the pizza analogy. We're going to use a slice, we're going to be using a pizza pie to try to figure out what size of the pie we are really addressing. And that size of the pie is actually the size of our market. So let's take a look at this thing first on a very visual point of view. The big part of the bullseye is really the total available market. This is the universe of the market, the entire market that is served or that is required for that specific need that you have in the marketplace. The served market is that part of the total market that your technology could conceivably address. The target market is the most sophisticated way that you have of figuring out what your real market size is. That is the target market. And once you have a market share, which is going to be the part that you're selling, that is going to be a calculated number. So everything else is going to be something that you're thinking about. The market share is a calculated number. So let's take a look at an entire pizza pie. Let's assume that we have an entire pizza and that we have cut it into 8 slices. Wait, the entire pizza pie composed of 8 slices, that is the total available market. Now let's say that the technology that you have developed to address that market is actually 4 slices out of the original 8. So your served market is going to be 4 slices out of the original 8 that we had in the full pizza pie. And the part of the market that is really needing that has the need for the technology, the product, or the service that you have developed, that is going to be the real target market that you have. So let's say one slice out of the original 8 is your most realistic part of the market. That is the one that you really have. So your total potential market or target market share is going to be the original 8 slices that you had with the compared to the 1 slice that you're dealing with. So it's 1 divided by 8. Your target market for that particular need is going to be about 13%. And that is the most realistic way to look at what your potential market is likely to be. So now let's take a look at a summary. So in summary, the total available market is the universal potential sales that are there from all sources. In fact, it is the current available market for everybody. The served market is the potential sales that your technology might be able to address. The target market is the most realistic estimate of your potential sales given your technology. So the target market looks at the served market and decides really truly what it is that you have. So if you have a medical device, you cannot look at the drugs. So, and if you have a drug, you cannot have the market, the amount of money that is being spent both for medical, medical devices, and all the other things that a market is serving. Your target market is specific to what you're talking about. Now, once you begin to have sales, then your market share can be calculated. What you're going to do is that you're going to take a look at the entire market. You're going to see what your actual sales are, let's say on an annual basis. You're going to divide your annual sales by the total market, and that is going to be the market share that you enjoy. So I hope that this is now a lot clearer than it was before. Thank you very much. If you go to www.zeicherinstitute.com, you will see our webpage. We have 10 easy-to-follow recorded lectures, complemented by hundreds of slides. If you purchase the online course, you will receive a complimentary copy of the complete transcript as a PDF, so you don't have to start writing anything. Everything about the course will be at your fingertips, thus allowing you to make a copy of the transcript. And in the website, you will find the entire lecture number 1 as a free gift, which is about 30 minutes in duration. So please do that, and I wish you the best of luck as an entrepreneur.